I bet. So, Naeem, before I actually go in, man, I was just talking about how you can go into barbarian mode in this business and go on a mad rampage run of building leaders, finding new inventory. Because I was telling Evan, like, hey man, bro, you already know how to prospect, you know how to generate a conversation, you know how to generate an appointment, right? As long as you just know how to generate the conversation, how to get their phone number, how to make that initial phone call, how to use the script to invite them to BOM, book a RI or filter an appointment, get referrals, things of that nature. At this point, you need to just figure out where you need to go to find the people, right? You right now, LinkedIn is, heavily being used, right? You can still gain activity on there, but imagine multiplying your activity by two, three, four, five by using different apps, all right? By using different strategies, different networking events. So I actually created this, and it's called 60 wide in 6 months, right? We all need to go wide, right? And in this season of our business, I believe that going wide is the most strategic thing you can do for profitability and actually building something that's sustainable, especially in this season of your life. It's crazy. They always talk about how people quit on you. People quit on you. People quit on you. Imagine the first couple people, the first couple codes in this business that aren't here anymore. They knew the old version of you and they couldn't get over the fact of knowing the new and improved version of ourselves today. That's why they say whenever you recruit a new person, they're more coachable to this version of you rather than the old version of you that they know. Why do you think some people will not come back to SOS with Chris Hart? Because they've seen Chris Hart when he was at 100K rolling. They've seen him when he was at 50, 20, $25,000 rolling. It's some people that's been working alongside Christopher Cena Hart for that long. And now that they're making $2 million a year, all it is great job. We knew, great job. We knew you were gonna do it, man. Your hustle, your hard work, and you look back, it's like you weren't even coachable to that version of me. You thought I wasn't gonna be anything. You thought I wasn't gonna make it. When I was at 50K rolling and you were making 150K a year, you felt like your ego couldn't, your pride and your ego, you couldn't learn anything from me. Now I'm making $2 million a year. You're still making 150. You don't even, feel comfortable. Your ego won't even let you come back to follow me in this version of my life. That's why the newest people are going to be the most coachable to you, not anybody that's already in your business, right? That's why me and I we say, hey man, go wide, go wide, go wide, right? So 60 wide in 6 months. 60 wide equals 10 legs per month. That's like 2 to 3 recruits a week. Right, going wide means building 60 personally, recruiting team members in 6 months. This is not a passive goal, right? We're not talking about making passive income. No, we're talking about building a lead generation machine. The fastest builders treat recruiting exactly like sales, high volume and consistent conversions out, right? So conversions needed anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000. Serious prospects, 300 to 400. Presentations given 120 to 180. Guess what? The matchup system is going to be pivotal for you going wide. There's no way humanly possible you can do this and personally run every appointment. You're not. You're not. But here's the thing: you don't need luck. You just need pipelines, multiplication, simultaneous results. Always running pipelines, right? You want inventory 25/8. Every recruit comes from one of these four ecosystems. All recruiting channels fall into four master categories. Running all four same simultaneously is what separates builders who hit 60 from who stall at 10. Think about this. They run all four master categories. The first one is online pipelines, social media, LinkedIn, Indeed, right? Glassdoor, right? Facebook, right? Dating apps, right? Then you got job boards like recruiting apps, right? You can Indeed is like one of those things. You got DMs. Bro, you should be shooting out a DM. Hey, I know we don't know each other, but we have a couple mutual connections. If you don't mind me asking, what do you do for work? Hey, I know you don't know me, but would you say that you keep your business options open if the opportunity makes sense? Hey, I know you don't know me, but I love the work that you do as a hairstylist. Would you mind? Would you be open to connecting more in depth? Boom. So DMs, right, and then content. Are you posting, right? And Evan, we talked about this, right? I'm not gonna go too into depth, but I saw your Instagram page. It has not changed. It has not changed. So if you're not changing from what hasn't got you results, what do you expect? The same results, which is insanity, right? But we both know you can do it. There's just a reason you're choosing not to. That's what we have to figure out mentally because recruiting is all about your mindset. Is recruiting the most important thing to you? Is it the most important thing? Does it mean that much to you to profit from your business? Because what's with profitability? Security is depth. How serious are you about making money in this business? If you're serious, you'll go make content, right? But this is a high volume. Social media is where most of the money is being made nowadays. So if they don't even know what you do on the internet and you don't go to networking events, how will people ever buy life insurance from you? And you're not in the field, right? So in-person pipelines, networking events. If you go on Chat GPT and say, "Hey Chat, give me any and every single networking event that there's going to be in the DMV within the next 30 days," as if I'm going to recruit 60 people in the next 6 months, give me every single networking event, every single networking app that I can possibly sign up for. Boom, 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 boom. Chat's gonna drop all these things, bro. It's so crazy. I did that the other day. This is where I kind of got this from. Well, I didn't get it from Chat, but I typed on Chat that specifically. It gave me like more things than just Eventbrite. There's so many other apps out there outside of Eventbrite where they have events, right? And it's also important to go to networking events because you meet people that will invite you to private events that don't show up on social media. So when you're an anchor in your community, when you're a center of influence in your community and people know what you do, the value you bring to people's lives and families and yourself, people will invite you in different rooms, birthday parties, dinner dashes, different lounges, cigar meetups, right? Golfing, all these things happen from in-person pipelines. Now, referral pipelines. Every recruit brings two or three people. How many times do you ask people for referrals? A lot of people don't ask. Hey, who do you know who could gain value from what you just learned? Who do you know who this information relates to the most? Who do you know? Okay, this is not for you, man. Well, who do you know that's been, talking about, their job and how they're looking for another opportunity? Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? Do you know anybody? We are afraid to ask for referrals. When referrals, Patrick Bet David said, if there's one thing that I wish I did more in the beginning of my business when I started PHP was ask for referrals. If the CEO that sold PHP for $300 million is saying, I wish I asked for more referrals, and you're not asking for more referrals, you are tripping. You are tripping. Because this man sold it for 300 million. If he had asked for referrals, it could have been a half a million. He might still be in the game. Who knows? I don't know. Right? And then authority pipelines, workshops, speaking, partnerships. When's the last time you've been a vendor at a job fair? Right? When's the last time you signed up for an event to bring a table with Foresters, Fidelity and Guarantee? Right? It's crazy. I was in a group chat earlier. It's a woman named Drina Valentine, and she was at the MGM Grand Hotel this morning at 8 in the morning with signs and everything out her face. And integrity, actually, the integrity website, the app that we have that we're partnered with, the CRM system, the AI system that's powered by integrity, it it has a section in there where you can create your own flyers, and it has integrity on there, right? So these are things, right? Are you speaking at any events? Are you a panel? Are you a keynote speaker? Are you creating content when you're going to these events? Are you partnering with people in other businesses and other industries? I'm telling you, every recruit comes from one of these four ecosystems. There's no other system. There's no other system that recruits come from. So, how are you maximizing each one? What systems do you have in place to maximize these systems, right? Most people only run one or two. Think about it. You're only doing LinkedIn, bro. You're not even doing Instagram. You're not even doing Facebook. You're not even doing Indeed. So you're doing only one within this one system. Imagine if you're doing five in this system and five in this system. And think about it. Only one or two mainly are most people's go. The top builders run 10 simultaneously, right? So Instagram alone can generate 15 to 20 recruits if worked daily. It's crazy that this is the next one because this is what you don't use. People, you don't have any profile picture of like you in a professional suit at all. But if we start to take that shift in our business, watch how your business explodes. It's not going to explode right away because you have to build up that timeline, right? But Instagram is the most, oh my gosh, most powerful social media recruiting tool. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that. I knew that, but I didn't know that. I'm about to stand up. Instagram is the most powerful recruiting tool because it combines visual storytelling with direct messaging and at scale. The key volume, the key is volume 40 or 20 to, I can't even talk, 20 to 30 meaningful interactions per day. Cold DMs. Who are you targeting? Are you speaking to athletes, entrepreneurs, side hustlers? Who are you targeting? Replying to stories. How many times do you watch stories and actually reply on stuff? Comment on things, like the photos. Yeah, go ahead. You gotta say something?
Rarely, rarely. It depends. Right.
Man. Think about it, these small tweaks. When is the last time you've commented on someone's post and said, man, great job, thumbs up. Man, I love the work that you do. Man, I want to travel to that country. Man, that's a nice car. Man, them shoes are fire. Where can I get them from? All these things are so simple. Pose. When do you ask your followers, are they open to opportunities? They're waiting for you to ask. There's a girl named Raven Pratt on my team who hit FA, promoted a direct FA, and is a red shirt, all because one person I recruited put up a poll. Matter of fact, I put up a poll, and then he put up a poll. So I recruited somebody through a poll. He became a direct FA 10-10-10. He promoted a FA 444. She promoted a FA 444. They all got their red shirt from a poll. But we don't want to use Instagram, right? Reels, reels. It's a reel because it really it replays. It's a reel, right? DM everyone who likes or comments your stuff. Oh my gosh, if they're liking it, they like you. So why not talk to them? If they comment, they like you, right? Post reels showing your lifestyle, income, and team culture. Let people come to you. How are you Evan? How are you attracting people? Are you the one that's reaching out, or are you attracting people to who you are? Because people will follow Evan at the end of the day. They'll follow Evan first, and then they'll follow PHP system. Right? But yeah. Next. Facebook groups are the most underused. Oh my gosh. Come on. They didn't say this. They didn't say that it's the most powerful social media recruiting tool. They said it's the most underused. Are you freaking serious? Think about this. We always use LinkedIn. We always use Instagram. We always use TikTok. We always use Indeed. We don't always use Facebook. So this could be a pivot that you take in your business to attract more people in the DMV because there's probably not enough people on Facebook doing this. And then Facebook groups. This ecosystem contains millions. And guess what? What are the age group of most people on Facebook? AIM market.
Probably like 40 to 60 year olds.
You don't think they understand the value of life insurance and retirement planning and private pensions, protecting their assets, their kids. You would say so, right?
Yes.
Man, we got to use them more often. And we have
Right.
to join the groups of those that have a high identity, right? So Facebook groups, alumni. Where'd you go to school? Where'd you go to college? Did you join their alumni group? I joined the Morgan State group. Hey man, I'm all in there. I'm all in there, right? Local city events, right? Business owners, church groups. How big are you in the community? If you have a forester's policy and you have grants, why don't you go join these groups that host nonprofit events where they need tables, they need chairs, backpack drives, food drives? Why don't you access some of the grants in your forester's policy to donate to that nonprofit event? Guess what? Now you're doing. You're attracting people to have a conversation with you, right? Facebook events, Facebook jobs, community groups in your city. Join 10 targeted Facebook groups. Provide value daily. DM engaged members. My gosh. LinkedIn. Man, you already see it. I'm not going to go too in depth with LinkedIn, but send 20 connection requests daily with a personal note. Follow up with a voice memo. Whoa. Follow up with a voice memo. People don't send voice memos. People, people don't send voice memos, right? But as you can see, this is something that we use. So I'm a more so talk about things we don't really use. But TikTok is obvious, right? I mean, not TikTok. LinkedIn is obvious. TikTok, the algorithm works for Evan. The algorithm works for you. One viral video. Oh my goodness. You ever heard of the power of one?
Yes. All it takes is going.
You need to make at least one first. You don't have one. That one, that first that you make, who knows? That could be the one. But you have to start somewhere. Right now, you don't have any. Correct me if I'm wrong. You don't have one video on social media about what you do.
I do not.
Sheesh, and that's crazy. I only saw Instagram, so I'm kind of assuming with every other platform. So
Yeah,
think
yeah.
about this. If you knew one video could get you 50 leads, just like the one more prospect, one more DM, one more conversation could get you 50 leads for free that you didn't have to pay for. Why are we not doing this? Right? We always have to reverse engineer why we are in PHP. What are you looking for? Do you need $100,000 in the bank? Do you need to set aside 50K for your child that's not even here yet? Do you need to pass down wealth to your family? Maybe your family didn't pass down wealth to you and you had to get it out the mud and raise money, GoFundMe, for all these things. Do you want what's your dream car? Like, what are you chasing? Are you chasing, survival? Are you chasing freedom? Are you chasing purpose? Where do you want to travel? Do you have a list of places you want to travel to in the next 12 months, in the next 10 years, right? Because all that is going to be the reason you do this or not. If it does not matter that much to you to make a change, to be wealthy, to get out of the not saying it's you, but to some people to get out of a poverty mindset, to have resources, to do whatever they want when they want, not be stressed out, pay the bills, take care of their family, they will do this. Only reason you won't do this is because you're not clear on where you want to be in life. This is the only reason somebody will not do this. They don't have enough pain. It doesn't hurt bad enough that they're still broke, that they're still not getting no results. It doesn't hurt. It's not, it doesn't burn enough. If it burns enough, you will go implement everything you see on here. It's a fact. It's not a secret. It's not a hidden gem. No, if you are in pain, if you have enough enemies, if you're fighting for something bigger than who you truly are, your purpose, God, whatever it is, leading people to the souls, leading souls to the kingdom of God, you're gonna go do this to impact more lives. Because we all know that impact leads to influence and it leads to income, right? So TikTok's algorithm distributes content to non-followers, right? I non-followers, I love non-followers. I'm in business with strangers more than I am with my own friends. Why would I not obsess over meeting new people in this version of my identity? I've built myself up. I've been in so many masterminds, so many book clubs, so many MD to B calls, so many SV to B calls, so many MD meetings, integrity building with Brian Adams, top floor, Tom Dempsey, right? Mentorship by Cesar Yanez, Master Paula, Ellis Swazo, Jamie Musgrove, Rodolfo Vargas. Why in the world am I not recruiting? They're gonna follow me. I'm leading people in their 50s and 60s. I'm leading my own mother. I know a stranger on the internet will follow me because I'm selling the freaking dream. How are you selling the freaking dream? Are you selling the dream? If you're not making no money, it's okay to post a video about knowledge, bro. It's okay to give people free content, free nuggets, free gems. How many times have you gone to BOM and learned from somebody who's a $50,000 watch earner? Are they making millions? No, but they still know something, right? So you can still provide value to someone on the internet, even if you have not made money in this business. And guess what people always want to see? They always want to see your journey, bro. If they just see you when you making 100 bands, half a mil, they don't care about that. Everybody's doing that nowadays, but they love seeing a freaking story. You know why? Because stories tell or stories sell. What's the other thing? I forgot. But stories sell something tells. I forgot. But you know what I'm trying to say. Information, I don't know. But yeah, stories tell. Right? So um just some ideas, recruiting content, how I built a team of 60 people in 6 months personally. Post one recruiting or financial education video daily. Consistency beats virality. I don't even know what that means. Live streams. Do you go live on Twitter or on TikTok? Marcus Anderson found his biggest rollover on TikTok on live. He has a recruit that hosts live just broadcasting, and he was able to do that. Right? Comment and DM people, right? Job boards are full of people ready to change their life. Oh my gosh. Imagine walking into opportunity and man, they just giving it up. Look at all these things. Look at all these things. I'm giving so much sauce right now. It's crazy. If you don't go win off of this training, shame on you, bro. Shame on you. Post a compelling business opportunity listing and message every single freaking day. Oh yeah, facts tell, stories tell. That's it right there. Right. So people on job platforms are actively dissatisfied. Oh my goodness, they're dissatisfied. They're upset. They're pissed off. They're tired of losing. They're tired of being broke. Why would I not go take advantage of every single way to get recruited to make money? But they're waiting for you to post a job. You don't post anything. You're a secret. You're a freaking secret agent. This dissatisfied. I'm about to spank. What's crazy is this dissatisfied person may join an opportunity with someone else who does not have the right morals, the right values, and the right principles. That is not a great leader. If they were to join you, you can lead them in the right direction. You know, there's so many people getting recruited into a terrible opportunity, but if you just post it, and this is where purpose really comes into play. What is your purpose? What is your sole purpose? How are you really out here being a servant? Because if you're truly out here to be a servant, you're going to get to these dissatisfied people to lead them in the right direction before some other loser does. Some other, troll does. Some other person selling a fake vision, a fake dream, lying to people, stabbing people behind their back, you know, cheating on wives and husbands and all these things. They need to join your business, bro. PHP, there's God has his hands on PHP, but you're not fighting to recruit these type of people. Oh, give me a dissatisfied person. I'm gonna show them why they need this. I'm gonna show them what this business can do. But you gotta have that confidence and conviction, right? So all these, boom, one networking event done the right way can open 5 to 10 conversations. Oh my goodness, y'all know Eric? Well, yeah, I'm gonna just say y'all because this is recorded. Do y'all know Eric Conway? Eric Conway comes from a networking event. Did you know Jared McKay met his wife, I can't even say her name. Meg, Mahogany. Yes, Mahogany. He met his wife at a networking event. Now they're married. They're married. They're married. They're married. Kiana and Marcus Anderson. I believe Marcus was a security guard or doing something, and Kiana prospected him. Maybe it's not a networking event, but it's for sure on the go. And if you're a security guard, you're probably a security guard of a event. Maybe it's not a networking event. It could be a club, a party. Shoot, Greg Brown. He used to go out to clubs and prospect, and he had one of the bro. Greg Brown has his PC green shirt. This man used to be outside in the streets. Attend 2 weeks, 2 events a week. Collect 10 contacts each. Follow up within 24 hours. Right. So where to go? Man, all these type of events. College students are the most coachable and motivated recruits available. Eh, I don't know how I feel about this, but I know they are very, very valuable. Why? Because every college student has a mom or dad that still makes decisions on behalf of them. When you get older, you may come across a 40-year-old, a 30-year-old, a 50-year-old. Their mother and father have no longer have any influence in their life. So they're gonna say, "Oh, nah, they don't need this. They're good." Nah, I don't want to tell them, right? They're good. This is me. I want to do things on my own. Where you're a college student, it's kind of hard to hide what you do from your parents. They're gonna find out. They're gonna find out. Especially when you come back home for spring break and you're always going to this office. You're always on Zoom calls and trainings, 7 a.m. mastermind, 9 a.m., 12 p.m., licensing calls, product trainings, skills training. You telling me your parents are going to walk past the room one day and hear you on a call? That's why they're so freaking valuable. And guess what? Guess who loves the kid? Guess who loves college students? Aunts and uncles. Graduation, here's $100. Here's this, here's that. Sending letters in the mail. How's school? How's this? Bro, you call your aunt and uncle as a freshman in college? Bro, half of the conversation is gonna be about how's your experience. By that point, bro, they're an easy help me out. An easy three good qualities. But we have to use it. They're searching for income. College students are broke. They're broke as a joke. But you're not talking to them. You're not finding a way to recruit somebody who goes to a college that can recruit. Bro, it's called recruiting through. How are you recruiting through your agents? There's somebody, there's some agent in most of our organization. There's an agent who has a top 25 sheet of all college students. And we are not calling that top 25 sheet. They have energy, they're ambitious. That's why PHP is powered right now. Right? We're growing, we're rapidly expanding because of our energy. Look at it. Tariq Turnipseed, 26 years old, made 50K so far for the first half of the month. Simi Sola making 250,000 at 26. Zamilla graduating college and now is an MD and got married. Are you kidding me? Joshua Waja. Now I ain't probably told y'all about Joshua Waja. He coached him in track. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me about him.
Bro, he wasn't even a college student. He was in high school. 17 years old. 17 years old. Saw this opportunity and said, bro, I need this. Turned 18, hit red shirt, hit FA. Now he's on track to becoming an MD, and he's only 18 years old as a freshman running track at Mount St. Mary's. And if you don't know this, Rodolfo Vargas was recruited because somebody had a conversation with their child. Their child went to school at 15 years old in high school, told Rodolfo's brother. Rodolfo's brother was sitting at a kitchen table with his dad and his mom and told him that he met a girl at school and her father ran a brokerage and Rodolfo's brother was talking to his parents and they were looking for an opportunity because his dad was in real estate. He was looking for a different brokerage to join. He joined the brokerage that the daughter's dad had access to. That brokerage was WFG because back then WFG they were doing mortgages and mutual funds and things of that nature. So he joined WFG. Guess what? WFG was where Patrick Bet was before PHP. Patrick Bet took 66 licensed agents to PHP and put them all under seven legs. So if that 15-year-old girl in high school didn't go talk to Rodolfo Vargas' brother, Rodolfo Vargas' brother wouldn't have went home and told his parents. His parents went to BOM. They both got started. His mom said, "This is not for me." Called Rodolfo while he was in El Salvador with Ceci. Said, "Hey, you guys need to come do this." He's like, "What is it?" She's like, "You just need to come." He came home. His mom gave Rodolfo Vargas 199. He literally went to BOM and walked in with 199 and said, "I want to pay for my enrollment fee and I want to get my license." This man has no idea what he's doing, barely speaks English, but it all came from a 15-year-old having a conversation in high school, probably in 10th grade, spoke to his brother. His brother went home and told his parents, and his parents ended up going to their BOM. Crazy, right? But
Yeah.
crazy. But we don't target these people. Why not? Right? Your athlete background is a superpower on campus. Lead with your story. Right? You already have access to 100 athletes. Okay, this is talking about me. But who's your natural market? I'm a professional athlete. Yeah, go ahead. No, no, go ahead.
I don't have like a certain group now. I've like maybe people from high school I went to. I was in music a little bit from fifth grade. I was like in the orchestra and stuff like that. Not really close with a lot of those people anymore due to circumstances, but I knew some people from church, and I know my friend is thinking about getting married soon, and he's trying to get some stuff done. And I already told Naeem about it. So probably the
Mm.
church, yeah. So probably the church community and like this friend I know.
Yeah, well, you probably know 100 plus people in the congregation. And guess what? People that go to church always know other people that go to church. They do. And sometimes people visit other churches, right? So that's your natural market. How are you tapping into that? What events do they have going on throughout the week? What social clubs do they have access to? Community centers, right? Your warm market is the fastest first send. Don't skip it. Don't pitch. Invite. I'm building something and thought of you. Can I show you what I'm doing? Now, obviously, we have our own script, so you don't necessarily have to go with this, but memory joggers, when it comes to your natural market, I think they have it in the playbook. I forgot on which page it's called. It's like memory jogger, and it gives you like over probably over 50 to 60 um different types of people and walks of life. Right? Warm market, never forget about that. Every recruit should bring 2 to 3 referrals that create exponential growth. We talked about referrals before, but how are you training? If you're good at something, how are you teaching your newest recruit to be good at the same thing? Right? So, how are you training them? Who do you know that's hungry for more income? Who else will be great at this? Who in your circle is always talking about wanting to do something different? Oh my gosh, that question is gas. Man, Evan, who do you know in your circle who's always talking about doing something different than what they're currently doing right now? Oh my goodness.
I heard some people say that, but they they don't show it. Or like I try to tell them a different way, then they don't really back up what they say.
Hey man, it's all about the initial part of the. Do you know a lot of people's decision at the end of a presentation comes from the beginning? So like when you, yeah, go ahead.
Explain more.
Yeah,
What
when
do
you
you
hop on the call, is your camera on? Not only is it on, did you wipe off the camera? Are you sitting up straight? Do you have a suit and tie on? Is your hair cut? Did you brush your teeth? Like people can see if you're just hopping on a call and it's just another RI. But people also see when you're a professional. When you're a professional, is your hair done? Are you speaking clear? Is your 2 minute story very powerful? What is your 2 minute story? Can it relate to multiple different people? Doesn't make sense. Did you have that initial conversation before you even went in? Is it just, oh, you're trying to sell them something, you're trying to recruit them, or did you have a conversation, man? Where'd you grow up? You know, what I mean, what do you currently do? Is that something you always, had a passion of doing? Did you go to school for that? Did your family come from that type of background? Got it, man. Now, if this opportunity were to make sense, I mean, how much would you be willing to invest? Let's just say there was a price on it. Based off what you currently have in savings, how much would you invest if an opportunity like you just gotta have that conversation, build a connection with them before you even go into the presentation. Because by the end, they're only gonna put you in front of their people if they trust you. Only if they trust you. They know the information is credible. They may know you're credible, but a lot of credible people we can't trust. So how do they trust you? How are you providing that, right? Um, Content marketing turns your phone into a 24/7 recruiting machine. Man, this is we spoke about this earlier. If you're posting on social media, you're gonna build the algorithm that rewards your consistency. Your content is your silent recruiter. Nah, for real. Right? Host a workshop and 10 people in a room become three. Boom, three to series. Okay, whatever. That's like BOM, right? Or BMPs. How are you doing BMPs? And where are you hosting them? Are you hosting BMPs at the library? Is everything at the office? People don't like coming to the office all the time. When they hear office, sometimes they don't like coming. Oh, we're hosting an event at a church. We're hosting an event, on a college campus. We're hosting an event in the library, at a community center, right? Sometimes you have to change up where you have meetings at, especially BMPs, and then bring them back to the office. Or vice versa. Go to the office and then, hey, let's do a BMP in your community, right? A QR code, a flyer in the right look. Oh my goodness. People don't even know. People don't even know. Are you creating flyers and printing them out and going to 10 different locations and pinning them on trees, pinning them on the doors at a barbershop, pinning them on people's cars? Bro, there's so many ways to go wide. We have no idea. Are you creating flyers? Are you sitting? If there's somebody called I forgot his name, his real name, but they call him Easy E, the Easy Way. He's a realtor. Have you heard of Easy E?
The rapper, now the realtor.
He's a realtor.
Yeah.
Yeah, this man.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't heard of him. Does he work in like a SOS office?
Nah, so he's actually not in PHP, but a lot of people try to recruit him into the business. But he's a real estate broker. Bro, this man prospects every single day. He will sit outside of a grocery store in the cold with a trench coat on. It has his business cards. His business cards. And he'll literally say, "Hey, how you doing? My name is Easy. E. I'm a real estate broker. If you ever need to purchase a home, let me know. Here's my business card." Boom. Bro, he gives out like 100 of them a day. He's one of the top realtors in the DMV, right? But think about it. You got business cards, flyers, all these things you need to implement. You need a system for this. PHP doesn't necessarily have one for this. So how are you creating one within the system? CFT Academy was a system created within the PHP system. If you're going to innovate something and create something within the system, not outside of the system. One partnership with the right person. Are you partnered with a gym? Oh, a gym trainer is good. What is it called? Fitness and finance, beauty and finance, right? Mortgages and finances, right? And taxes and life insurance, right?
Fresh cuts in finance, the barber.
Lord, fresh
Yeah.
cuts in finance, Lord, right? Offer to co-host a financial workshop with somebody, right? And hey, you never know. You never know. This could be their thing. Most people that own a barbershop, they love hosting stuff at their barbershop as long as it can bring value to people, right? And one partnership can open a market of 50 new people overnight. A Discord, communication, thousand. I don't really know too much about this. Provide genuine value in the communities for 2 weeks, pitching anything. Okay, I mean, I guess these apps allow you to talk to the community and the public, right? But we're gonna next go to that. Lead generation tools let you contact thousands of prospects, right? Pull a list of 500 targeted contacts, send out boom boom rocket. I don't even know what some of these are, but they're on here for a reason. A well-written cold email to the right person has a 20 to 30% response rate. Man, a lot of times people will say, take down my email, take down my email, take down my email. We get mad because they don't give us our phone number. Give us their phone number. But what if they really use their email and you never email them and they check their email every single day and they respond to their email like iMessage, but you're too good for an email? Huh? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Everybody has a different way of communicating, but you do realize we're human beings. Everybody is different, right? There was once something called the 80s and the 90s and the 70s and the early 2000s. You don't think people still use emails? No, you don't use emails. Sounds like you're a very you sound like you're a all your eggs in one basket type of guy. It doesn't sound like you're a very versatile type of guy. But who are you to not be versatile when you ain't do nothing yet? Not you, but generally speaking. But nah, seriously, generally speaking. But I'm so sorry.
I get you saying.
Yeah, yeah, you good, generally speaking. Right? I'm talking to the recording because this is going. I'm spanking everybody. Whoever's watching this are getting spanked. Speaking to a room of 50 people is worth 500 cold DMs. Jeez, pitch yourself as a speaker to 5 organizations per month. Oh my goodness. This is pretty gas. This is almost like Shark Tank without it being Shark Tank. Pitching your ideas. What do you do? Right? Man, I'm cold. I'm man. I'm prospecting my butt off and I'm selling the freaking dream about what I do and why people need to be in contact with me, right? But you can do it at multiple different places, right? Text messages have a 98% open rate ratio higher than any other channel, right? Text 20 prospects daily. Keep it short. Hey, thought of you for something. Got 10 minutes this week to talk. Boom. All these numbers that you're getting, you're not even stewarding them. You have no follow-up system. You have no tracker. You're not even tracking your business. You just out here willy-nilly getting prospects, getting recruits, and you don't even say their number. You don't even know where they at, right? You prospecting so many new people. What about the people you prospected last year who you still haven't followed up with? You text them one time, they didn't respond, and you quit. You quit on them, right? Group chats are communities, right? No matter what platform. You know how many group chats that I'm in outside of this business? Or every once in a while dropping the flyer or say, hey man, I'm doing free no obligation financial reviews. Right? There's so many different group chats that people are in, right? Gaming group chats, sports group chats, business communities, entrepreneurships, right? YouTube videos, right? You recruit people for years. Think about Patrick Bet-David. He built up the capital in PHP to then go branch off in multiple streams of income. But he always was he was doing YouTube videos for a very long time. And guess what? We get to look back 7 years ago, 10 years ago to see what Pat was doing, see the mindset he had, see why and how he built this organization to how he did. Right? But what are you making videos about? Who's your target audience? One Pat, oh my gosh, one podcast. Podcast for you to be on a podcast, man, you gotta be somebody people want to follow. Nobody nobody's bringing people are only bringing leaders on their podcast. Are you a leader? Who are you leading? What are you leading people with? The right intentions? Are you a servant in the community? Do people truly want to get behind your mission and your vision and walk in those same footsteps? When someone's bringing you on a podcast, you have to be somebody. It doesn't have to be, oh, I'm famous, but you have some type of value, some type of impact in the community. So if you want to get on more podcasts, you have to increase your influence. How do you increase your influence? You increase your impact. How do you increase your impact? Make more money, help more people, right? Um, Walking into 5 local businesses a day. You know how many barbershops, you know how many like oil packs, thrift stores, I don't know, people that own businesses, a garage sale, man, a clothing line, a clothing store, man, walk in to a tax office and pitch your business to them and see if they're open to showing how people can use their tax returns to front load IULs and build tax-free wealth. Right? So how are you intentional about this, right? Masterminds. Are you paying? Oh, this is good. Big Event is a mastermind. Are you paying to get in rooms of high influence? Now, if it's not Big Event, what is it? You better pay to get into some rooms. I'm telling you, people with money pay to get in rooms. So if you pay to get in a room, you're probably going to talk to people and get prospects that can front load 60K for a fix and flip. Probably that have money over $1 million in their Roth IRA and 401k. 80% of recruits join between the fifth and 12th contact. Whoa, follow-up system is strong. It is strong. How are you following up with your people? Because it takes about 5 to 12 interactions before they get started. Whoa. We only want to text people 1 or 2 times to get pissed because they ain't get started. Bro, what are we talking about? You only spoke to that. It's very transactional. Do you even know who they are? Do you even know what they do? Do you even know what they care about? Or you just trying to recruit them? Man,
Do you take notes?
do you take
And
notes?
do they see that you take notes?
Wow, do they see that
That
you
shows it shows that you care about what they're saying.
right, right, right. Are you a taker or are you a giver?
Giver.
You're a giver. Right. 10 pipelines daily, right? So all these things. Boom. All in one day, you're going to spank. Bro, Evan, if you do these things, you will pass anybody up. I don't care where they're at. Just a long game. You will pass anybody up. Nobody, bro, nobody in PHP does this, bro, on everything. Bro, there's nobody right now in SOS. I guarantee you there's zero people in SOS who do this. Zero. It would show. It would show. Because you know what this takes? It takes one word.
Effort.
Effort. It takes effort. It takes hard work. People don't want to people don't want to work this hard, bro. Unfortunately. It's laborious. It's a headache. It's
I got
stressful.
I got one thing I need, man. I need professional. I need a new photo, updated photo with me in the suit, and then I need a haircut, and then possibly a template on what to use
Hurry
for
up.
Instagram. All right, if someone can help me with that, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah. So Naeem, I would say you're upline, bro. Unless you don't want him to know. Unless you want to like do it and then surprise him. If you want, if you want to do it like that, you could. But Naeem, he can put you in the right direction. Or if you want to just, if you want to, like I love when people on my team do stuff without me having to tell them, or like stuff I don't know. So
Yeah, yeah, I can surprise him because he didn't know I was doing what I was doing.
yeah, he saw them on captains though. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I called him afterwards.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Trust me, when you're in recreation mode, reinvention mode. It's the best feeling, especially when you start seeing the fruits of the labor, bro. It's like, damn, why didn't I do this a long time ago? I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I could have been up. I could have been over a half a mil by now. That's literally what it is, right? So the daily machine, man, 60 wide machine. This is the schedule, bro. Every day. Right now, you have no team. You don't need to worry about driving nobody to be on. You don't need to worry about coming no CFT, bro. Forget that, bro. Recruit your butt off so you can build a team. And once you are building your team, you're gonna learn how to build leadership skills. You're gonna learn how to take people in the field. You're gonna learn as you go. But one thing you want right now is earnings. Earnings. Because if people say, okay, who's following you? Who's on your team? And you have nothing to show for it, but people say, hey Evan, how much money did you make? Oh, I just made 15,000 last month. Doing what? Selling life insurance. But it's gonna come from going wide. Cause do you get matched out?
What does that mean?
Like, do people send you appointments to run?
No.
So you have to fish. You have to fish. You gotta cast the
Yeah.
net, bro. Would you rather throw the fishing rod in the ocean or the net?
The net,
You need inventory to cast the net.
but so I got to throw the rod first.
Gotta throw the rod first. And you're just going, we at oh, it's gonna be hard, but once you throw enough rods and get enough fish, you can then throw um a net, right? So perfection is the enemy, man, of progress. Volume is strategy, bro. Evan, bro, don't worry about being perfect. Don't worry about, I don't care if they're a 16-year-old, if they're a 90-year-old. We don't care. We want everybody. We love everybody because the volume is the strategy, not the quality. Quantity over quality any day. Because in quantity you find quality. Yeah. So any questions?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So like, besides what I'm doing right now, what do you advise that I utilize based
Bro,
on my certain situation right now?
I'm not gonna lie.
Uh-huh.
I would, because I'm gonna send this recording to Naeem and I'm gonna have him send it. If I were you, I would go through this video and ask myself, what can I do from a laptop and Wi-Fi? What does not require me to walk around? Because to be honest, that answer is in what I just went over. So you can go back,
Cool.
rewind, and look at each page and say, okay, cool. You know, like fixing your social media, joining groups on Facebook, all these things you can do from, remember, I did PMD numbers 30, 30, 30, 30 recruits,
Uh-huh.
30 applications, 30,000 points from Greece, Santorini, Mykonos, Athens, Greece. Wasn't even, I didn't step foot in the US for 8 to 10 months. And I did 30, 30, 30. Trust me, anybody could do it.
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Facebook right now. Like, so if I go to go to groups, like which groups and like and specifically do you think I should like join? Which groups specifically?
Um, what do you who do you want to attract?
Any and everybody.
Hey man, don't overthink it. Remember, perfection is the enemy. Volume is strategy, bro. Just start connecting with people. Just literally, anybody, anybody, bro. I'm telling you, it'll be the people that you don't think. I would say keep them local though. Anybody locally, because the Doug
In
can always.
Maryland?
Yeah,
Got
yeah,
you.
of course. You want to because you want to build the office. You want to build your bus and seats. You want to grow your bus and seats because it leads to big event attendance. If you can get enough people to big event, you
Yeah.
know.
I definitely I'll look for groups in Maryland because I've already been utilizing like by different alumni like chapters in different schools. It's been working so far. So I'll just keep doing that.
Good. All right. Well, any other questions before I hop off?
No, man. I'm gonna try to start using Facebook.
Mhm.
Um, and then I'll see how that's working out, and then I'll go from there, and then I can expand to Instagram too.
Let's do it, bro. Hey, man. Anybody can win in this business, bro.
Thank you, Burks. Appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you for hopping on and being a student, bro. Trust me, the compound effect of you hopping on and people not, they tripping. Bro,
Yeah,
you have a you have a 50K watch earner who's gonna be a millionaire in the next 36 months at the latest that gets mentored by Chris Hart personally every single day. I'm a prodigy, bro. I'm on a legacy leg. It's Simi, who's making $250,000, number one in the company in multiple areas. Then you got Tariq, who just made 50 bands in the first half of the month. Then you got me. We were all on the same leg. We're all learning from each other. You don't think I'm about to make 50K in the next month or two? So people are
mm,
tripping for not making time to fight for my time and get on this call. I promise you, if you go implement these things that we've been going over, and this is the first time I recorded.
hmm
Imagine what people have missed. Because I don't record these, but I should. Now I'm recording. So, bro, keep working. Don't get discouraged. Fight for your dreams. You will change your life and you will surprise so many people.
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. All right. I'll keep. I'm gonna start implementing Facebook, and I'll see what happens.
Bet. Say less. All
All
right.
right.
Yeah. Peace.
All right. All right. Peace.